West Seneca West TV here. I am with Mrs. Bergio from the Center of Missing and Exploited Children. Now, Mrs. Bergio, what kind of services does your organization provide?
I'm a community educator with the organization, and we provide education services for grades kindergarten through 12th grade, parent programs, teacher programs, and community-based programs to teach kids about the internet safety and also abduction prevention.
Okay, now I know you go around from school to school doing many presentations, and now do you think this has really helped preventing from students from going online and cyberbullying or being able to handle cyberbullying in a better way?
Absolutely. We provide a lot of reporting options for kids. They learn how to identify kids who are being bullied. They learn how to identify kids who are bullying. They learn about a lot of the online risks so that they can then prevent some of those from happening and not engage in risk behavior, which might optimize their chances of becoming bullied or the target of an online predator. So I think our education programs really give kids the knowledge that they need to stop being victimized.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
West Seneca West TV here. I am here with Mrs. Gavin. She's a social worker at Potters Road. And Mrs. Gavin, now what made you want to bring in the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children's organization?
Well, for the kids, I wanted them to, more and more they're using technology at younger ages. We have second and third graders who have said that they're on Facebook or use email accounts or have iPod touches that have internet capabilities. So we think it's important to educate them on how to be safe in the use of those technologies. And then for the parents, we think it's important that they're aware of how much access their kids have to people that they may not know, and how to keep their kids safe and make sure that they're talking to their kids and that they're checking the technologies to make sure that their kids are making good choices.
And now, what do you hope that the students would take away from this, an ideal thing that you want the students to take away from this event?
I just hope that they make good choices when they're using technology, and that they, for the kindergarten through second graders, that they just are more aware that that not everybody is safe to talk to online, and then for the older kids that they, it's much easier to say mean things to people when you're not looking them in the face, and so my hope is that they don't use technology for the wrong reasons and that they use it for the many useful things that there are in technology.
Okay, thank you very much.
West Seneca West TV here at the New York State Center of Excellence in Bioinformatics and Life Sciences. Here we have 6 students from West Seneca West Senior High School and Academy that are interested in the Life Science program that will be starting in the 2012-2013 school year. I'm here with Jackie Abarella. Now, what do you do here in this building?
I'm an ISI WNY ambassador, and I also help design the website for ISI WNY and create all of the video and photos that are on the site.
Okay, and now with this new program starting, the Life Science program, what job opportunities does this create for the students, and what doors does this open?
Well, the life sciences industry is very large in Western New York right now. We have over 130 life sciences companies throughout Western New York. So by the time the students in the academy finish high school, go to college and get their degrees in college, there are going to be lots of opportunities in the life sciences industry. This industry is the new economic engine that is refueling the rebirth of this whole area.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Dr. James Clements. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your job?
Sure. So my official title is Assistant Director of Immunology at Kinex Pharmaceuticals. So what that means is I'm somewhat in charge of identifying the different types of assays and the different areas that Kinex should be interested in in developing new drugs for immunologically relevant diseases like autoimmune disease, like multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes, potentially in areas of transplantation. So the idea is to find compounds within our own chemical library that are useful for modulating immune system function in the clinic in a meaningful, clinically relevant situation.
That's very interesting. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your work day?
Sure. So one of the nice things about my job is actually the work day is never really set in stone. It's a fairly normal work day. Sometimes it's 9 to 5. Sometimes experiments dictate that we stay in the lab quite a bit later. Sometimes the experiments dictate we come in a little later. So it's very flexible. It's not set in stone 9 to 5. But what the day really usually entails is a lot of experimental design, a lot of data analysis from previous experiments, figuring out what the data is telling us, figuring out where to go from those experiments. That's probably the biggest part of the job, is experimental design and data analysis.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Dr. Levine. Now, what do you do here in this building?
I'm the Director of Business Development here for the Center of Excellence. And what I do in that job is I actually work on not the science part exactly, but connecting the science to business.
What do you think the students took away from this program today?
Some of the clear messages we want students to get, first of all, what is life sciences even about? So we want them to have a sense that life sciences is a broad industry. It's about new drugs, new diagnostic tests, but also medical devices and even software development. So we want them to realize that it's a broad career opportunity that they might think about. And then we also want them to know that you don't have to be a scientist to be in life sciences, that there are all kinds of roles, technical roles. Of course, we have lab science folks all over the place, and we have engineers, and we have information technology experts, but we also have people doing operations, doing business, sales, marketing, human resources, accounting. I mean, it's pretty much endless, all the way to maintenance, end to end, top to bottom.
Now, can you explain what ISI Western New York is?
Sure. ISI Western New York is our way to reach everyone in this community, to give them these same messages. So if you go to www.isciwny.com, you will be able to find out everything that these students were able to experience in our building today. We wish we could have everyone through here, but that'll never happen. So how do I let the community know what are these career opportunities really are? What are the pathways? What are the jobs? How much would I get paid? What would I actually be doing every day? And most importantly, where can I actually work when I'm finished with this training, and where can I train to get there? So you can see video profiles, what we call day in the life experiences of real life people working in Western New York every single day, where this is a growing and really exciting industry.
Now, what advice would you give to students who were thinking about pursuing a job in life sciences?
First of all, I think it's really important they start getting their scientific coursework in high school. Even if you decide that you might want to go the business end of it, it's most helpful to get that background and start making some decisions about what kind of college experience you want. No educational experience will be a wasted one, and having more diversity in a lot of cases actually makes you more suited and appealing. One thing I urge every single student to think about, you must get internship experiences, whether you're in the life sciences or anything else. Every employer is looking for applied experience, and we're always a little skittish about being the first one to test you out. So when you go to hire somebody for a permanent employment position, we absolutely want to see that you've tried this before and you can really show some of the things you've accomplished.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'm here with Lauren and Kyle. Now, guys, what did you learn today?
Well, I learned that there's like so many opportunities here in Buffalo to have a job, and there's like with science, it's not just like lab work and stuff, but there's so many different things like the business side and everything.
I just learned that like life sciences is like business, law, and everything, not just lab coats and stuff.
Now, out of all 4 choices that you guys learned about here today, what do you think you would most pursue?
For me, probably lab science because I'm really like hands-on and I like doing like actual work, sort of.
Probably the design one because I like designing stuff on the computer and stuff like that.
Okay, thanks you guys. I'm Caitlin here with Mr. Nagy. Now, Mr. Nagy, what exactly is going on here today at West Seneca West?
Caitlin, we have a delegation here from the Hebei district, school district in China, and they're here to learn how we do things in America. And it's been a really great trip for them. In fact, the first time they walked into one of our buildings, they asked if this was a private school system because of how much more influence and that the individual student has in the school system itself versus a much more structured government type school system. There they don't have any drawings on the walls. Here obviously our school system is full of colors in all of our schools, and there's a lot of similarities as well that we've been able to identify, but they're going to be able to go back to their school system and implement some of the things that we have, such as individuality, as in taking care of the student from the heart, not just academically.
Now, why did they choose the West Seneca West School District?
Well, as you may know, we were rated #1 in the state as a community to raise a family, and so they took that and understood that this was the place that they needed to come to learn from.
Okay, and what do you think they took away from this today?
It's especially just individual student attention, especially in elementary classrooms where we were yesterday and again today in the high school classrooms. They get to see that students work in groups and they can work independently. Their students work in their single desk where they sit all day long and the teachers actually rotate, and the students don't really work together on any projects, and students all learn the same thing at the same time. Where here, students can be diversified, and it's that diversified instruction, teaching to the student versus teaching to the entire class.
Okay, and I know that there was performances that the chorus did and the students that went to China did a dance. Now, what do you think, how do you think the Chinese reacted to this?
They loved it. They were obviously laughing and clapping, and art is a huge part of Chinese culture and Chinese heritage, and so for them to see some of what we do in terms of our culture and our heritage means a lot to them.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Bye.
My name's Wendy. I'm the teacher from Tianjin, China. Yeah, we have the group of teachers from Tianjin, Hebei province, Hebei district. Now this is our first time here, and we are very happy to be here with you. Yeah.
And how was your experience today?
Yeah, quite good. We like to have this chance to experience so much with so many different students, and their performance are so excellent. We are really happy. We enjoy every minute of it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm Caitlin here with Haley and Ashley. Now, Haley, how did you think the performance went today?
I think it went great and they really did well.
Okay, and Ashley, how do you think the visitors reacted to their performance?
I think they were really excited and they really enjoyed the experience.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Have you ever been offered a drug that was illegal to use? Illegal. Okay, step back.
West Seneca West TV here. I am here with Mrs. Roeder. Now, Mrs. Roeder, what is your part in kids escaping drugs?
Well, I'm the director of the Face-to-Face program, and it's a program that we've been proud to partner with West Seneca Schools for probably the last 5 years now. And part of it is we bring our kids who have been through treatment for drug and alcohol issues out to speak to the kids at the West Seneca Schools. We offer early intervention service as well, where someone who's having problems can come out to the campus, maybe talk about ways that they can get help or alter their behavior.
Okay, now what is the purpose of this event here today at West Middle?
I think overall it's to make the middle school kids think. We're finding more and more when we go out, kids as young as 9 and 10 are making some bad choices regarding drugs and alcohol, which is scary. But when we go in, even here to West, and we've done it at East, and even at the elementary school level, where we say, how many of you know someone around your age? And we ask who drinks, and almost every hand goes up. And we say smoke pot, and almost every hand goes up. And then we say do other drugs, and it's amazing the amount of kids who know someone around their age who are making bad choices. So I think the goal today is to really make them think about the choices they're making and what could be the consequences of those choices. Most kids by nature don't think that anything they do today can affect where they're going to be tomorrow. But the fact of the matter is that, the first time you choose to pick up could lead you on a path that you never even intended or imagined you'd be heading down.
Okay, thank you for all you do.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Here with Alicia. Now, Alicia, what made you want to come and talk to these students about your past experiences?
Well, my past really wasn't that great, so what I would like to do is help other kids realize what choices not to make, what choices to make, and hoping that my experience kind of helps guide them for their future.
Okay, now what do you hope that students gain from this event?
I think twice, for themselves and also to help a friend, not to give up on kids that their friends are getting high, or their family members, to really just speak out and help them make better choices.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
West Seneca West TV here. I am here with Peter. Now, Peter, what made you want to come and talk to these students about your past experiences?
I remember when I was in high school and someone came and talked to me, and it just helped me out because they were sharing the same experiences, and that was so freely given to me. So I got to come back and I got to do that for the people who maybe are sick or suffering. It's just it helps me along with my recovery, and I enjoy doing it. So I know there's someone out there who needs it. So.
And now, what do you hope the students gain from this event, from you coming to talk to them today?
I'm not their mommy, I'm not their daddy, I'm not trying to reprimand them or tell them what to do, but just keep the thought in the back of their head and be yo, I remember that kid in middle school who came to our school and talked, and it's I'm not trying to do what he did. And learn from it. So.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thanks guys.
I'm here with Nicole, Ariel, and Allie. Now, what did you guys think of today's assembly?
I thought it was really inspiring to see a real life story and not just Hollywood movies and little stories the teachers make up. It was something inspiring just to see.
I think it was good. I think from seeing someone actually having to go through rehab and getting into bad things, but then coming back and telling their stories really good.
Yes, I thought it was really cool how somebody that we can relate to who does the same things as us came in and told their story. It was really awesome to be able to relate to them.
Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're with Allison and Brittany. Now, Allison and Brittany, did you guys take away anything new from this event today?
Yeah, it was scary of what you learn, how scary the actual life is of it all.
It was shocking to see what else she went through and how she recovered from it, and knowing that drugs and alcohol really do change your life.
The New York State Special Olympics has 51,000 athletes training and competing year-round. The caregivers do not ever have to pay for the activities because of how much we fundraise. It takes $400 for each athlete, so it's an amazing feat that these organizations are able to raise that much money.
Hi, I'm here with Jan. Are you scared to go plunge?
Actually, I really am.
And what are you going to do when you get home?
I think I'm going to take a hot shower.
Hi, I'm here with Gumby. How are you going to approach the polar plunge? How are you going to jump in?
I'm going to do a round-off backhand spring into the water.
That's very impressive.
It's so cold! It's so cold!
Mrs. Wolf, how do you feel right now?
A little chilly.
Yeah? How do you feel right now?
I'm freezing right now. Oh my god, frostbite.
How do you feel right now, Mrs. Jumba?
I feel nice and toasty and warm.
That was the best experience of my life.
It's cold.
It's not cold.
It could be colder.
It was cold. Just a little.
Very cold.
We went under. And sunglasses.
So you went all the way in?
All the way.
All the way under.
Whole body?
As far as we're allowed to go in, yes.
Sunglasses gone.
And you're still not dressed?
It's not that bad out.
My toes are cold.
So I'm here with some seniors. How do you feel after the plunge?
No comment.
Really cold.
Our butts are cold.
I feel fantastic.
And I'm freezing. So guys, are you ready to go home and take a nice warm shower? Hi, I'm here with some exceptional students here. And as you can tell, they're all wearing the same hoodies, and the reason for that is they raised over $100 for the polar plunge. How much did you raise?
$100. $110.
$100. Hundo.
170.
$155.
$100.
And with the grand total
Of 1904. Good job, East.
We're here at West Seneca West Middle School finding out about the Camp Food Drive. Hi, I'm Matt Hosterman here with 3 girls from Builders Club at West Seneca West Middle School. Now, what is this going to do for the community?
I think it's going to help feed the hungry people so everyone can have food.
Alright. And why did you participate in this event?
Well, we're in the Builders Club, so it was an event that we look forward to because it is fun to collect the cans and then it's for a good cause.
And what do you do with all the canned food after it's all collected and boxed up?
Well, we're going to box all the food and then we're going to send them to a food pantry so that we can donate for the people so they can eat.
Alright, thank you very much. What do you guys do to participate in this event?
Well, we wanted to participate in this event because we thought it would be nice to just give help collection it.
Alright, and what do you guys do with all the canned food once it's all boxed up and ready to ship out?
We give it to the people that are less fortunate and can't afford it.
Alright, thank you very much. Hi, I'm here with Amy Smart. Now, Smart, what students do to be involved in this?
Well, this particular event was spearheaded by our Builders Club, which is a community service-based organization here at West Middle. So we had our members here this morning collecting the canned goods for the students right off the bus, and they will be boxing them in organized preparation for our donation, and that's going to be done after school today.
Now, where do all the canned foods go after it's all boxed up?
Yep, we send them to a representative from the Kiwanis Club, and they, divide them up, putting them into baskets for families for Thanksgiving, and then through local volunteers, they are all delivered to West a few days before Thanksgiving. So every donation that's collected here in West Seneca stays here in West Seneca.
What can students get away from this time?
Well, I hope that our students, both members of the Builders Club and our student population in general, realize that, just donating a few canned goods, making a small contribution, really has a big impact on the families in which, live in this community. And, just to be thankful for what they have while helping pay that forward.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Dilemmas with Dinner, the fall play of 2011, is a farce about a family known as the Williams, Brooke and Donnie, who are hosting a dinner for Brooke's boss, his wife, her assistant, and her assistant's boyfriend. Now, the best thing about this play is everything goes wrong at once, and that's what makes it so funny.
Kyle, here with Mr. Hartz, the leader of this production. Now, Mr. Hartz, what do you hope students take away from this production?
Well, the big chief thing I hope these students take away is a sense of professionalism, the sense of taking responsibility for their actions, and not in a disciplinary sense, but in the sense that they auditioned for something, they got into a show, and now it's their chance to display a sense of good work ethic, sound professional practices, to really cultivate their talents, to polish their skills, and to really give us a good performance. So professionalism is the big thing I hope they take away from this.
And how much time was put into this production?
How much time wasn't, actually? No, quite a bit. This show is extremely difficult. It's the hardest show I've ever had to stage in my entire, and as far as I can remember, anything dramatically I've been involved with, this is the hardest show I've ever had to put together, I've ever been involved with ever. The timing, the actions, the physicality, the energy, everything, the fast nature of the lines and the cues, everything has to be on top of one another. So it's a lot of time was put into it.
And obviously you have all the actors and actresses, but what was needed and like behind the scenes roles, what was involved in there?
Well, a lot of, in terms of preparation, there is a lot of, in terms of the stage crew, there's a lot of assembling of props, painting the sets, all that sort of stuff. But in terms of preparation for the actors, memorization of lines and the cues. It's not so much the lines, but what lines go before yours, so you are on top of it. It's simply getting the lines down that frees up the actor to do all the little funny ad-lib things that make the show what it is.
I'm here with Michelle. Now, Michelle, what is your role in this play?
I play the role of Brooke Williams, and I am Donnie's wife, and I'm trying to get this job promotion, so I'm trying to set up this dinner for my boss and his wife, and it just goes horribly wrong.
And what is the most important part of this production?
The most important part of the production, I would have to say, is not only the cast, but definitely the crew. They do so much behind-the-scenes work that a lot of people don't get, but they spend hours and hours and hours working, and it's really awesome.
And what do you hope to take away from this being this production?
The thing I'm looking most to take away would have to be the friendships I make with people, because we spend maybe sometimes 6 hours of the day together every single day. We've made a lot of great memories, and that's my favorite part of musicals and plays is the relationships.